Vinodji, nice background you have. Where are you?
I'm at a hotel, Ginger Hotel in Andheri.
Okay.
At the reception.
Got a War India night today.
हाँ.
जल्दी पहुंच गए सर आप?
Yes, yes, I'm back. I reached back yesterday night.
Even
Prashant sir, you are here in Mumbai?
I was there for a night.
Oh, okay.
I was there for an event where I was a speaker. So I came from Bangalore and then after the event left for Delhi.
Oh, great.
So it's part of 3 road shows we are doing where I'm a speaker at all the 3 locations. So 2 have been done. 1 more in Gurgaon is pending. It's happening on 19th.
Great, great.
विनोद आप जल्दी पहुंच गए वहां पे बहुत?
नहीं, ये दूसरा जिंजर में हूँ मैं, अंधेरी में हूँ.
अच्छा, ओके ओके.
दूसरा मीटिंग.
I'll be there by 6:30.
Okay, good.
Vimesh sir, you are on mute. I think.
Yeah, I'm on mute because I was on a call.
Oh, okay.
Shall we start?
In fact, I was wondering, 1 hour today for Nandak ji is too short. I have heard him for over 10 hours at a stage. There, he glues. You will all see that how you will be glued for next 1 hour without moving from your chair and taking mobile on your attending mobile.
What we will do is we'll keep this one as part 1 of this
Part
series.
1. Yeah, April
Yes.
may we'll have part 2.
Yeah, generous, very generous of you, sir.
Yes,
Very
Nandak.
generous. It's
Okay,
all, yeah, it's all being joyous, you know. And I see all of you, you know, on the other side of the camera, but you're all on my side, so you know. There's the joy of being together.
So, without wasting of our time, Vinod bhai, please introduce our esteemed speaker and let's start.
Yeah. So good afternoon, everyone.
Good
Today
afternoon,
we
sir.
have today we have Mr. Nandak Pandya with us. I think it's a bit too overwhelming for me to introduce such a eminent personality, and I believe that a lot of you already know him. Anyway, for the sake of people who are new to him, Mr. Nandak is a senior partner and director at DIA Marketing. He is a graduate in electronics with postgraduate degree in human resources from NCRT, and he has also got multiple management development programs he has done. And when I mean multiple, it is not 2; it's I think 3 or 4 programs from IIM Ahmedabad, IIM Bangalore, and no wonder I think he likes to call himself as a learner. And he has also done diploma in counseling from NCRT. He has also finished his MBA in marketing from IIM Kozhikode. And prior to this stint at DIA Marketing, he has been a business and student mentor with several corporate houses and educational institutions for more than 25 years. So thank you, Mr. Nandak, for gracing this occasion, and handing over to you for the next 1 hour.
Yeah, thank you, sir. And completely honored by what you shared, because sometimes, you know, when the way you introduce, if somebody introduces me, I am always having a question mark. So thank you. You know, you've been very generous of sharing certain things, and just want to thank you for, you know, inviting me and including me as a part of your esteemed, togetherness. I would call it, because many eminent people, many successful people, many role models of the industries are there on the call. So just want to thank you. And, to start with, I'm just requesting you to just respond to me about my question. Which language would work, English and Hindi both? Yeah, only English, yeah, only Hindi. What what would be preferable by all of you?
We have some members from South and some members maybe little no, when say Hindi it will be difficult. So majority time if you keep it in English, it will be better.
We'll completely do it in English. That's completely okay.
Great.
If
Thank you.
needed, a line or two of Hindi if needed, otherwise the whole call will be in English.
Yes sir, आपकी शेर और शायरी भी तो बीच में चाहिए.
Yeah, ठीक है. Yeah, we'll do that. Thank you.
Go
Sir.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And if I share a video, it will have the English available on it. So we'll do that.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very
All right.
much.
So yeah, so it's a very unique time that we are going to spend together. Why am I using the word unique is because the title that all of you have chosen is Future Ready. It's very, very interesting. And I call it experiment on the way. Because for today, the tomorrow is different. For tomorrow, the tomorrow is different. So being future ready is an experiment on the way. And there are three important perspectives when we look at future ready organization. Number one, and then let's enjoy the process examples and enjoy. But one, three characteristics. Number one, the organization is right now clear about who the organization is and what does it stand for. And we all have to go back to the day when we established our organization and the process it has evolved through. Number two, they operate with fixation on speed and simplicity. And number three, the future ready organizations grow by scaling up their abilities. And three ways the abilities can be elevated in today's world. Number one, learning to learn. Number two, innovate. And number three, learning from others, seeking good from others. So these are the three characteristics. Let's take it, inside us in a very simple manner. And why should we all think about future ready organization right now? Is because the future ready organization ensures two things. One, it provides resilience in the face of continuous disruption. And just to let all of us go through the journey of our own lives, and we have all been through all this. So nothing new right now. It's the word disruption. Disruption has 5 different meanings when we look at organizations. 1, breaking. 2, gaps. 3, interruption. 4, disorder. 5, turmoil. Disruption creates a break. Disruption creates a gap. Disruption creates interruption. Disruption erupts disorder. And disruption creates turmoil and disorder. So what does it mean? Number one, why a future ready organization? Number one, because it provides resilience in the face of continuous disruption. And you are all aware. I'm not required to give you the example. You are all eminent business owners. So we all have been through, not that it is a recent phenomenon. And number two, which is equally important, that it provides readiness to take advantage of opportunities more quickly. The first time everybody is aware, and we have all done that, not an issue. I'll repeat. It provides readiness to take advantage of the opportunities more quickly. And these last two words are important. More quickly. Because we are all ready. We have taken opportunities right, left, and center, and that's why we are all here. So, what will make us more resilient and get into action more quickly? And I'll take things one by one. Number one, which I've been sharing for the last 2.5 years, since the day I've started working on this experiment on the way. And one is proactiveness, a very normal looking word that sounds very familiar. We do it in day-to-day life, but I'll define it for all of you inside the Future Ready organization. And it is called proactiveness is equal to I am ready before it happens. I'll repeat, I am ready before it happens. जो भी कुछ होने वाला है in the future. Maybe, we don't know what's going to happen in the future, but we can anticipate, we can foresee, we can learn, we can share, we can sit together and think through various ways to do that. But I'll get my organizations ready in a place when it is ready before it happens. If that's an opportunity, I'm ready to grab it quickly. If it is an obstacle, I'm ready to go beyond it. If it's a hurdle, I'm ready to, go beyond it. If it's a shock, I'm ready to absorb and move beyond. Very, very important it. I'm ready before it happens. So let me share a simple video and we'll explain certain nuances of it. Just wait, I'll share that video with you. And as usual, let's enjoy. Certain videos we all have enjoyed whenever we are met. So I'm sharing that right now.
और अजी
रोटी
ओए बत्ती क्या बे यार 2-3 दिन से इतना लेट क्यों हो रहा है बे? माँ थोड़ी बीमार थी ना, उसकी मदद करके आता हूँ। और ये क्या थूकता रहता है? आदत है रे अभी ट्रेन आ रही है चल भाग पे कल आंटे बच्चे पूरे जरा 1 मिनट अपने मोबाइल से ध्यान हटाकर इधर ध्यान दीजिए मैं एक मजेदार चीज लाया हूँ फुगा ये कोई साधारण फुगा नहीं है ये सीटी वाला फुगा है इसमें ऐसे हवा भरने का और ऐसे छोड़ देने का अंकल वो फुगा दो यहाँ ध्यान दीजिए अंकल आंटी अपने बच्चों के लिए अच्छी अच्छी कहानियों की कविताओं की किताबें ले लो चित्रों की किताबें ले लो ABCD से लेके बड़े विचारवंतों की किताबें ले लो खुद पढ़ो दूसरों को पढ़कर बताओ लेकर जाओ अपने बच्चों का भविष्य उज्जवल बनाओ 2G 3G 4G और आपकी ट्रेन से भी फायदा होता है ये लो अंकल ये देखो अंकल आपके लिए एक मजेदार चीज लाओ ABCD की किताबें ले लो ये देखो कहानियों की किताबें ले लो ये कोई साधारण फुगा नहीं एक सीटी वाला फुगा है इसमें ऐसे हवा भरने का आंटी थोड़ा साइड दो हरा ले लो लाल ले लो नीला ले लो पीला ले लो आपके बच्चों के नाम में 10 रुपये मत दे दो लेकर जाओ अपने बच्चों का भविष्य उज्जवल बनाओ ये देखो
दूसरों का भविष्य बनाने चले खुद के भविष्य का ठिकाना नहीं मैं कहता हूँ एक शब्द नहीं पढ़ सकता इस किताब से पता नहीं कहाँ से चले आते हैं
अंकल फुगा ले लो ना
नहीं चाहिए चल
अरे ले लो ना
अरे हाथ मत लगा चल
अरे हाथ नहीं लगाता ले लो ना
बोला ना,
आपके
जा
चेहरे
तू।
ले लो ना
नहीं चाहिए चल
ओ अंकल आपके चेहरे का लाल फुगा भी
तू
है
ले।
अंकल अच्छी अच्छी किताबें ले लो ABCD की किताबें ले लो अंकल किताबें ले लो बच्चों की
नहीं
अच्छी
चाहिए,
अच्छी है अंकल कविताओं की है देखो
बोला ना,
एक
नहीं
बार।
चाहिए।
अंकल अपने पोते के लिए ले लो अच्छी अच्छी खुद भी पढ़ो
अच्छा।
अरे अंकल
तो एक काम कर इसमें से एक शब्द पढ़ के बताएगा ना
प्लीज छोड़ दो ना
मैं
अंकल
सारी किताबें खरीदूंगा सोच क्या
प्लीज
रहा
जाने दो ना अंकल दूसरे डिब्बे में
नहीं
जाने
नहीं पढ़ के बता
दो। ऐ उम्र कुछ कहा मैंने पर शायद तूने सुना नहीं तू छीन सकती है बचपन मेरा पर बचपना नहीं हर इंसान का दिल बुरा नहीं होता हर एक इंसान बुरा नहीं होता बुझ जाते हैं दिए कभी तेल की कमी से हर बार कसूर हवा का नहीं होता ए चल बत्ती स्कूल जाने के लिए देरी होती है
Very sentimental, superb video, Nandak bhai. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Good one, real good one.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Can you give the reference of this movie?
I'll share it. I'll share it, sir. It will reach you. I know your group. I'll share it with sir and sir will share it with all of you.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, we'll sure share the link and the whole video.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I really appreciate. And you know, this is what makes me future ready. People like you and the instant inputs that you all have. Yeah, thank you, sir. So 3 things from the video. You would have seen whatever you have seen and nothing, to share. But one thing, when I saw the video for the first time and was looking at it from a very different perspective. And one of my coaches have taught me to not just to empathize, but to be with that, to be the person, And when I became the boy who was selling books, his name is Bhatti. What I could see is for the future readiness of us and the organization, one thing which is going to be with us forever is called unpredictable customers, unpredictable markets, and unpredictable world. And one important question, and if the answer is yes, a major battle, a major commitment is won. And that question is called, am I ready for this unpredictable needs of my customers? And I'll go one step beyond, because after that I've exercised certain things. So to add one more, I'm adding one more. Unpredictable needs of my customers, unpredictable needs of the market, unpredictable needs of my employees, and unpredictable needs of the world. As Bhakti, if I look at, I never predicted that somebody would tell me that if you read, I'll buy all the books. And look at the unpredictability around us. Many messages from the video, but one very important thing is, am I ready? Number two, we have seen change right, left, and center across our lives. We have dealt with it. We have rode the ways of success. We have rode the ways of, extraordinary opportunities. But second thing has two elements. One, the intensity of change and the rapidity of change. I repeat. The intensity of change and the rapidity of change in the organization. वो जिस प्रमाण में और जिस जल्दी से बदल रहे हैं, क्या हम उसके लिए तैयार हैं? Do we have adequate number of people with us? You may call it a team, you may call it friends, you can call it ISODA, you may call it your own people, you may call it the managers that you have created, you may call anybody. Do we have adequate number of people who can actually manage the intensity and the rapidity of change? मैं हिंदी में बोल रहा हूं, क्या हमारे पास उतनी सेना है? और दूसरा सवाल जो और मैटर करता है, मैं ट्रांसलेटिंग टू हिंदी लेटर ऑन, क्या सेनापति जैसे सैनिक है? क्योंकि ये अकेले के बस की बात नहीं है. Do we have people who are skilled enough to handle the rapidity and the intensity of change? Third thing, I'll share one image, right? And you will enjoy that image, thoroughly enjoy. That's what I promise, something extraordinary. I love that image, I use it almost every day. And I'll share this one also. So the whole session, the clips and the images, I'll share with all of you, for sure. Because you will share it with more people, and I'll be fulfilled doing that. All right, and the title is called 9 Types of Company Brands. And I'm going to share some of them with you. Why? Number one, 9 types. Number one, and then I read out all the 9 and then we'll explain one line. This is very important. Number one is disruptive brand. Number 2, conscious brand. Number 3, service brand. Number 4, innovative brand. Number 5, value brand. Number 6, performance brands. Number 7, luxury. Number 8, style. And number 9, experience. Now, in the world of brands, just get what I'm saying. One line, but an important line. Brand means trust. I'll explain. Brand means trust. Why? Because We are known, we are here by the trust people have on us. And the way the future is heading towards, and we'll all agree, that people are becoming more and more brand conscious. The organizations are now requested to share what they stand for and what they'll provide. So it is very important, please understand what I'm saying, that we invested all the resources that we have in just one direction, and that is called choose a brand and invest, so that our efforts are not haywire. Our efforts don't produce fragmented results. Our efforts produce the result that will elevate the trust, the brand that we are. Future ready organizations are very clear about the branding that they are out to cause. The reference point in market is clear. The tone and the manner is clear. And who I want to be in the world of customers, in the world of market, and in the world of my employees is also very clear. So that we reach early. We grab opportunities more quickly, so that in the world where people, kaun dikhta hai sabse upar, who is the person who is seen in the uppermost segments, we are the ones to be there. And I know we make a lot of efforts, and I know all of you. But my request is to create a future ready organization. Choose a brand that we want to stand for, and then provide efforts in that direction. The way we used to tell our team that if we make all the efforts in one direction, as a team, if we have one goal, we'll produce more for the future ready organization. This is very important. You may call it creating uniqueness. You may call it creating value. You may call it standing, apart from people. Anything, we may language it differently, but this is important. So I'll keep this, for a few seconds more. I'll send it to you. My request is stand for one of 9. Because some, I'll give you an example. In the world of IT, with the years of experience, I may be right and I may be wrong, and it's not about right or wrong. This is just an example that many of our IT companies, invest a lot in performance and service together. Many of us, bring certain brands and try to distribute through us, which are disruptive or innovative. A lot of efforts without being aware goes into value. I just request you to invest a few minutes after the call and decide for yourself, what will we do as an organization so that from today onwards, the efforts for the future readiness, and for the future readiness of our organization goes in one clear-cut trust building. Next step. We go one by one. And I'll share that with you. I'll share one more video with all of you. A very, very distinct video. And I love this video the most. And I use this video very differently, because normal, obvious meanings will always grab. So that's not for you. For you, there is another side of this video. So I'll share that with you.
Bands of heavy metal and the band that I started with friends.
He's got long hair, but at work he ties it in a ponytail. Probably piercings.
I read a lot of books. I read cognitive psychology, behavioral science. I've spoken at TED Talks.
Really? Wow.
You look nerdy. Like you think you're cool, but you're still a nerd. أكثر شيء مركز عليها التراث الإماراتي واللغة العربية.
And I also think he's wearing a contour.
Yeah, even I felt that, yeah.
أنا وايد أحب الطبخ. دائما يعني معظم وقتي أطبخ في المطبخ. طبعا يعني في المطبخ.
He's mature, like he's like cheddar cheese.
You mean basically معفن. Extreme sports athlete. I skydive and pretty high risk activity for sure.
Because your actions speak louder than words, right?
Yeah. God, dude, that's awesome.
لا هوني surprise.
It was amazing when the lights came on and you get to realize who you're actually conversing with.
واستغربت اول شيء لان اول شيء فتحت الليتات الحمراء وما رحت بس اشوف واحد جالس قدامي وكلها تاتوز على وجهه.
This was my expectation of you. This is what you really are.
فشفت شخص مثل هذا طريق ما بعد تكلمنا. You guys should be swapped. I didn't expect that.
The rocker was someone who I wouldn't expect to be, you know, a heavy metal musician.
I should have these tattoos, not you, man.
Change.
الشاب اللي قبالي براسي كنت راسم صورة انه هو راح يكون عربي كثير شكله. That's how you look.
When I saw Garrett on a wheelchair, I was completely taken aback.
Hey man,
Come on.
لما جت العلبة فتحته ما مكتوب عليه شيء. ما مكتوب عليه كوكاكولا.
And the minute I turned around, I saw that
labels أو شيء.
And the line suggests labels are for cans and not for people. And when I look into the futuristic aspects of our organizations, with all of you, I have a request that let's expand the line. That labels are for cans, not for people, and not for organizations also. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for getting the line straight. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, sir. And thank you, sir. Jagdish sir, thank you. And it's so important, for people like us, that we don't allow anybody in the world to label our organizations. We are dynamic. And as I prepare for my organizations, for people, for organizations that I work with, I'm very, very clear about one line. That the way everything changes, my organization also changes. And most of the time, much beyond the change happens, my organization is ready. Please don't allow people to live in it. Let it be surprise. Let there be, an element of shock. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll do that. Sir, I'll do that. Thank you. And not allowing people to do that is a function of the fragrance all of us have. I'll use the word again. All of us on the call are people with fragrance. Not just distinct, I'll repeat. Not something different, nothing unique. And that word we all have used 1,000 times. What I'm requesting you is to be present to the fragrance that we all have. That will allow us to create an ecosystem where our organization has a lot of safety in moving around, expanding, elevating with a lot of ease and grace. And I'll give you, taking a few minutes when I address this, I'll share how can it be done in a very simple manner. Right, fragrance and everything you have understood. And then, a few minutes in the challenges that we face. And one simple point, and we'll conclude on time. This is just, for the thought process. I'll not go into the details of it. But I think this will enable us into connect ourselves with what we have done till date and what is possible in the future. Right? So there are, I'm not going into the details of types of innovation. I'll read all 4 of them. But what is very important are the 2 things that are very common in today's world. Those questions are asked, but these things are not clear. So I'll do that. 1, how well is the problem defined? Right, I'm just going through it. When I'll address one more point to it. And the second thing is how well is the domain defined? A lot of times people tell us how well is the problem defined, how well is the problem defined. And we all know, that we are out to provide solution to that problem. I understand that. But the second point is very important. How well is the domain defined? And there are 4 names to it. I don't need to explain this because you all understand that. So one thing is basic research. First question, do I have the basic research done to elevate that? Breakthrough innovations. Number 3, disruptive. Let me tell you that word also is now old because now another dimension is added with the designing thinking and everything in place. It is sustaining innovations. But I'm going way beyond it because this is for the current world. 2017 onwards, this has evolved. But a very, very important thing to understand is the world now has 2 more dimensions. Get this fully. 1, it is not about problem solution any longer. It is about pain problem solution. I'll repeat, it is about pain problem solution. So the person who identifies, experiences, feels the pain of customers has an early opportunity to come up with innovation or innovative practices or innovative services or innovative products. But if we fail to grab, sense, feel, experience the pain of people, and we wait for it to convert into a problem, that early advantage is lost. Second, very, very important line. This is what I love to share, and this is what I enjoy always sharing. Whenever we meet, I'll share this. One. And two, the second thing I'm going to share is, in future, wherever we invest time and communication, that will grow. I repeat, wherever we as an organization or an individual invest time and communication, that will grow. I normally don't give examples, but let me give you an example, right? Instagram. People invest a lot of time in communication there. Right now, the world around politicians grown exponentially. Why? Because we have started investing a lot of time in communication. IPL has gone crazy growth, right? A lot of time and conversations are invested around it. I hope people like us don't need more examples than this. And at the same time, we should also remember that time and growth go together. So if we are future ready, that's the function of our investment early. We invest early. Why? Why are we required to invest early? I'll share one more image. And as business owners, 2-3 minutes of investment is worth doing. Why is it needed to invest early, to start early, to for the growth? Because the new world requires people, leaders, initiators who are power sharer. I'm going through this only. I'm not required to give you the comparative data. The future ready organizations have leaders who are visionary. They have business owners who are adapters. And a very, very important, 4 of them, last 4. They are adapters, accelerators, analysts, prospectors, and listeners. And why is it important, for me to share all 7 aspects? Is because all of us belong to, maybe, if I take my example, I may switch to 4 or 5 of them. Some of you may, be able to fulfill 6 out of 7. For some of you, maybe 3 or 4. But very importantly, that if we start investing early, time and communication, we'll be able to manage all 7. And a very important point, that all of us have extraordinary friends, extraordinary colleagues, extraordinary business owners together in a group of people. If we can have them, all 7 things are easy to manage. But it does not happen overnight. If I think now, getting the whole organization ready for the same is not going to happen. I can do it as a business owner because I've got no other option and a very, very high level of commitment. 2 together will make me do that. But as an individual, it's pretty difficult, right? For me, to manage the whole organization, move with the same velocity for all the 7 of them. In today's last video, and then we'll have a few lines of interaction. This is what I enjoy sharing. A very differently designed thing, maybe a true story. As it started, as the video started?
Not yet.
Okay, thank you. I'll do it again. Yeah, thank you. It was not. Thank you.
प्रेमियों, मेरा नाम है ऋषि रावत। सुबह के 5:30 बजे हैं और मैं जानता हूं कि आप में से कोई भी मुझे नहीं सुन रहा है, लेकिन रोज की तरह एक कप कॉफी और एक ढीठ आरजे लगे हुए हैं आपकी एक कॉल के लिए। But no string wrong. I'll play the next song. सुना था जो जागत है वो पावत है, पर यहाँ तो अकेला ऋषि रावत है। क्या क्या नहीं किया आपसे ये फोन बजवाने के लिए। No string wrong. I'll play your next song. तो एक जोक मैंने सुनाया, अब एक जोक आप सुनाओ। मेरी नई कॉलर ट्यून। 2 पासेस फ्री, 2 वाउचर्स फ्री, 1 छाता फ्री। आज मेरा बर्थडे है, प्लीज फोन करो। पर लगता है किस्मत भी 8 बजे के बाद ही जागती है।
कोई सुनेगा नहीं तो फोन कैसे बजेगा?
कोई नहीं सुनेगा तभी तो फोन बजेगा। दिन करिए शुरू, दिल हल्का करके गुरु, मन की सारी भड़ास यहां निकालिए, नंबर घुमाइए, क्योंकि हमें कोई नहीं सुन रहा। But no string wrong. I'll play the next song.
आरजे ऋषि, हमें कोई नहीं सुन रहा ना?
Thank you. Yes.
मेरा बॉस
Stay started with Nescafe Mornings, जहां एक कप कॉफी और एक ढीठ आरजे फिर भी लगे हुए हैं।
Thank you, sir.
This is a new version which you have not seen.
Yeah, thank you.
And videos.
And sir, people like you, if I don't bring you anything, what's the point?
Right.
We're spending 1 hour, it's a sheer privilege. So thank you for the inputs.
You nailed it.
Yeah. So 2 things to address from that video. One, for future ready organizations. Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. For future ready organizations, 2 things. One, and I'm addressing all of you on the call right now. If you have thought anything that is worth your future and you have not done that, please start investing in that. Simple enough. I know who I'm speaking to. I'll repeat. If you have, and I know you have clarity. You would have thought that I would do this before I retire in my career. Or I want to do this, I do it anyways. And in the due course of time, maybe you have, postponed it, procrastinated it, cancelled it, done and dusted, pretended that you have forgotten about it, but the answer is no. Trust the excellence that you are as a business owner. I hope you got my request, right? Number 1. And number 2, let's elevate our appetite for failures. Because future is something that unfolds. I have expected it to be one way and it turns out to be another way. I have foreseen that this would happen. It may or it may not happen. So if we have a very strong appetite for failure, and in our version, the word is not failure. So I'm giving that word to you. We are flexible enough to drive our organizations with the support of several resources available around us. That would be phenomenal. And the last request, I've got 2 minutes to complete and we'll have 5 minutes of sharing and conclude it. Dot. Because I just want to thank all of you for being here for 1 hour, sparing, somebody managing sessions, somebody managing an event, and somebody has to go somewhere, somebody reaches a few hours early. Just want to respect and salute what you have provided. So one last point to make, and that is called I'm just considering the way to put, because I just have 1 minute to conclude. So please take care of organization's health as we go along. We have regular checkups of our body, probably every year. We do regular health checkups for our organization's team. We do have regular audits for our processes and systems. We have regular audits of our finances. But I request you to keep the health of your organizations, our organizations, fully fit. Always be present to, always ask a question at regular intervals. Is my organization healthy? If the answer is yes, it is future ready for the future. Then it can do several things. But if the health elements are not good, if it struggles, then being future ready is a good idea, great idea, excellent vision to have. But turning it into reality, it would take something else. So I wish all the very best to the health of our organization and to all of us in executing the dream future that all of you have for your future. Thank you very much for your time. We have a few minutes. Anything that you wish to share, convey to the other group of people, right? That will forward my organization, your organization to be future ready. And then we'll request you to conclude. Thank you for the time and thank you for your interest and the commitment that you have. Thank you very much.
So let us take a share from the members who would like to know that one good thing what you have learned today. If anybody would like to share.
Yes, Akhil sir, thank you.
Yes.
Yes, Kamal.
Yeah, I think for me it was really interesting. Of course, I was in the midst of a couple of things, so I took off for a few minutes in between also. But Nandak, it was really amazing. Specifically from the last point that you mentioned was really great. I believe in getting specific backup being audited, but here the way you said about health of organization being audited, so that's something which is an interesting aspect. And I will certainly see in what ways I can implement that. And even otherwise also the kind of different angles that you are adding for the way we are running our organization. I think that's great. So it was really, I look forward to having another session, I think.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your
told NK Medani, would you like to share in personal?
No, sir, I wrote best learning for me was increase your appetite for risk. We always look for the shortcuts. And we always want a comfortable life. We always want to do something which will be 100% successful, but that's not true. I think we need to increase our appetite for failures because then only we can be successful, more successful. The learning from the failures lead us to success.
Yeah.
That's why I put it, this best learning for me.
Yeah, and the way you added the word risk, it forwards the whole concept. I appreciate. Right. Thank you, sir. I read it. Thank you.
So anyone else? Else we close the meeting. Your best friend Limesh was there for some time. I would have really told him to close this meeting, but he's just left. So Nandak bhai, it was, I think everybody were glued for 1 hour. And I'm very much sure that they are looking more of your sessions in coming months, and we can also plan one full day session what we have done for other IT associations, because 1 hour is, I know, in being in person is much more 100x effective to be with you. And I really today missed your Takya Kalam because it's in Hindi, so you are not using it. So thanks a lot, Nandak bhai, and we really look forward for more programs from you.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
And definitely we will be taking care of that.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for your time and interest.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mr. Pandya, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Always welcome. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Sabina, you can stop the recording, please. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Nandak bhai.